Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Move. 6-6, bullet high.
Hey, switch gears.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, a run with Cohen. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
It's going to be a long day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Joker, 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 joker. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll run with Davis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set. Hey, alert. Hey, let's go. 54,
now Trubisky to throw. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50. Out. Wide. Get wide.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Gun. 80 weapon.
Mike 5-4.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cut.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bears take
Get
over
ready,
first
get ready,
and 10
get ready.
at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 23-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Here I come again. 18. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Bears first down.
Alert.
6-man.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, receiver. Gun.
Banjo. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Watch the run.
Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Crash. Kill.
Hey, zoom.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Stop your whining. 24 is the mic. Rip right.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
First.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Watch the run. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike
Gun.
27. Mike 27. He don't know no better. Hey, check Mike 27.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Let's go, defense.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A first throw for the backup Jackson, setting up the screen for Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Play action now. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Take 4, take 4. Wide. 58.
Cousins to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, can. You better bring it. Chance. Check.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Move up,
At the 42-yard line.
Check 25. Watch safety green. Watch safety. Yo. Hey, orbit.
Cousins on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Thompson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. Five.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. 36, 36. Check the backer, check the backer.
Again, it's Cohen. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, hey, watch it. 18, 18. Check three, check three. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 26, check up.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, ball. Go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big edge. Come. Big edge. Alert. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Recon, 132 fighter. Listen to me. Gun.
Check, motion out.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
57.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, Cohen. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike, five.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's crashed.
Following the interception, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing. Cousins. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Here we go.
Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Bears 17.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They try again with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Ricky.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless